Now let's do some guided practice and see how we can use our number lines as well as our fraction strips to compare fractions with the same numerator. So here we have the fraction 2/6, and we are trying to compare 2/6 with 2/4. So the first thing that I want to do is show you how we can first plot these fractions on a number line. So let's look at 2/6, and we're going to plot it on the first number line. So again, it's always good to find our midpoint to help us plot our fractions and to help partition our number line into equal parts. So this is my midpoint between 0 and 1. And so now I am trying to partition my number line into 6 equal parts, and they're not quite as equal as I like, but we're going to pretend that they are equal. Okay, and so now I'm going to use my fraction bars to make sure that I have partitioned my number line correctly. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, my number line has been partitioned into 6 equal parts. And now I am going to label my number line and making sure that I highlight where 2/6 is on my number line. So I start with 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, and then we have 6/6. So 2/6 will plot here on my number line. Now I am going to partition 2/4, not 2/4. I'm going to partition my second number line into fourths because my denominator is fourth, and always it's good to locate the midpoint. And so here's my midpoint for my second number line. Okay. And now I'm going to use my fraction bars to make sure that I have partitioned my number line into 4 equal parts. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 equal parts. And I am now going back to label my number line. So my first marker will be 1/4. The next tick mark will be 2/4. The next one, 3/4, and then we know that it's 4/4. Okay, so 2/4 is here on my number line. Now, if you can look at the areas for an area just for 1/4, you can see clearly that 1/4 has a greater area than 1/6. And this is showing the same thing on your fraction strip. So instead of 1/6, we're going to look at 2/6. So we'll highlight 2/6 here. And then we will highlight 2/4 here. And again, you can see that the area for 2/4 is greater than 2/6. 2/4 is closer to 1/2 than 2/6. So that means that 2/6 is less than 2/4 and that 2/4 is greater than 2/6. And so when you are comparing your fractions, you want to make sure that you are using your strategies. If you're comparing it with a number line, make sure that you're labeling your number line, you're showing the points on the number line, make sure that you're labeling your symbols and you understand that this is the less than symbol and this symbol represents your greater than symbol. And make sure that you can even read the fractions. Know that this is 2, 6, 2 out of 6 parts of the whole. This is 2 fourths, is 2 out of 4 parts of the whole. Now we're going to do some more practice, and we have some models here that have been um, decomposed into, that have been partitioned into eighths, thirds, and sixths. So we are going to compare these fractions that have the same numerator but different denominators, and we're going to use the models to help us to compare. So first we're going to find the model for 4 6, and then we're going to find the one for 4 eighths. Okay, so for 4 6, let's look at the first one. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So here's my model for 4 eighths. Okay, so now we're going to locate the model for fraction 4 6. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6, 4 shaded, and so here's the model for 4 6. And I will adjust it so we can see it. Let me adjust it down. Let me move this one out the way. Move it over. Okay. So if we look at our models, we have um, 4 6 of the model is shaded to represent 4 6, and we have 4 8 of the model shaded to represent 4 8. As you can see, 4 6 is closer to one whole than 4 8. And you should also be able to see, even though the way it looks, it may look like the parts are the same size. They're not. 4 6 has greater parts than 4 8. So therefore, 4 6 is greater than 4 8. Okay, so now we're going to compare 2 thirds and 2 sixths. So here is our model for 2 thirds. It has 3 parts and 2 are shaded. So we're going to place it here to represent 2 thirds. And then here's our model for 2 6. I have 1 2 shaded. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 total. And I'm going to place it here. And let me move this model out of our way. I'm going to go ahead and move this model by its fraction that it represents, which is going to be 5 eighths. And I'm going to go ahead and place the last model by the fraction that it is representing, which is 5 6. And I will adjust that when we get to that problem. Okay, so we can see that 2, 6, we have, even though it's the same amount shaded, you should be able to see that you have more parts of 2, 6 that are unshaded than 2/3. And 2/3 is closer to 1 whole than we have for 2, 6. So therefore, 2/3 is greater than, and I'm sorry, my arrow is tiny, is greater than 2, 6. And for our last one, we have 5/6, and we are comparing 5/6 to 5/8. And we can see that we have bigger parts for 6 than we do with 8s. And we also should be able to see that we only need one more to get to 1 whole for 5/6, whereas for 5/8 we have 3 more parts that we need to shade to get um, to 1 whole. So therefore, 5/6 is greater than 5/8. I was trying to make my arrow bigger on that one. Okay. So this is a way that we can use models to help us to compare numbers. And now we're going to do some practice in your journal. So what I want you to do is to record this in your journal, and then I'm going to give you the opportunity to solve it. I also want you to record the next problem in your journal. And so we didn't do one with circles on here, but again, any model can help you with solving, with having to compare your fractions, even if it's the same numerator, uh, different denominators, or if it's same denominator, different numerators. You can still use fraction models, strips, number lines to help compare. So I want you to record these 2 problems in your journal. I'm going to give you a few minutes to record and solve, and then we're going to come back and you're going to check your work. Make sure you look for those clues, those strategies that you need to help solve your problem.